Yo, what's up everyone? This is Kaizouwar here. Yeah, here I am making another video about Unika.
Alright, I get it!
Kind of questioning myself onto why I am so obsessed with this character. She was basically an unknown at like the huge amount of time before like they actually started dropping comments about her. And it's just kind of crazy seeing like, I really didn't really care too much about her then, but the moment they revealed her face and role in the story, I started being like, damn, I want to see more of this character right now. And it only got worse as more trailers came out. I'm like, damn, she looks so cool. Why? I want her out right now. So I started to think about why. Why am I obsessed with Unika? Why? We've barely seen anything about her so far. As of this recording, all we have is what? The opening, the opening and ending to the anime, 2 trailers, and some art of her design in the anime. That's it. We don't have anything else on her. Hell, even her lore is very hidden, right? We don't even know what her deal is. We don't know where she's from. We don't know, we don't know any of that. But I think that's why I'm so obsessed with her. I want to know so badly. I think it's because she's a new character, right? I like seeing new faces in Guilty Gear Strive. I like seeing Nagori Yuki. He was already shown in the very first Strive trailer, but the fact that he's here now is actually pretty cool. Gold Lewis, while I don't play as Gold Lewis or Nagori Yuki, it's nice seeing these characters here. Giovanna being new is pretty cool. But I think the differences between those new characters compared to something something like Unika is the fact they don't really have much of a stage presence. And I'm not saying in regards of their designs or whatever, because they all look sick as hell. I mean any lore. Any story importance, right? I'm not that kind of person who dunks on a character for not being important. With Nagori Yuki, he does play an important role in the story of Strive. He's just not like a big face of it, right? Same goes for Gold Lewis. Same definitely goes for Giovanna, right? But I feel with Unika, she's new. She's important to dual rulers. She's one of the faces of dual rulers. And I think that's the cool part about it. She's up in front. Right? She's even in front of, next to Sin on the poster. She's one of probably the titular dual rulers. So I think that's kind of cool that we're going to see more of her, right? I like the design that she has too. She looks super cool for what we've seen of her so far. I like her mask that reminds me of Elfel's and Ramlethal's old Valentine ears. I like that. I don't know if that has anything to do with that or if it's just a cat ear design, Unika could probably be, cat themed, which I think that would be super cool as well. I think the awesome cool thing about it is we don't know much about her, but you can start picking up pieces from her design, her personality and whatnot from what we see so far. And you can probably make your own guess about who she could be, but it's probably gonna be wrong. I've been known to guess horrible on Guilty Gear lore. Every single time I try to come up with a feasible theory, it gets dunked on so hard. And I'm like, damn it, Daisuke, can you let me get a win? And I feel like this is probably gonna be the same case with Unika. I can scream into the ether all day long that Unika is probably a gear and she's probably not gonna be one. It's probably gonna be something else utterly entirely, and I'm probably gonna be pissed about it, but whatever. But outside of that, yeah, I definitely want to see more Unika. And plus, on top of that, she's gonna be playable. That's a bonus as well. She's going to be a playable character in Guilty Gear Strive. And I think that the fact that the anime is probably going to end before she becomes playable is also a reward for you for learning about her character. Because probably watching the anime, you could probably pick up on how she plays. You could probably understand how she plays, about what her deal is, and about, maybe the ending of the anime leads into Strive. So basically, you've been rewarded for watching the anime all the way through to see this new character in action, outside of the game. I think that's also cool because Guilty Gear never really had an anime before. It never did. It had the old anime commercial way back in the day for Guilty Gear X. And then there was the damn 30th anniversary thing they had by the same studio who's doing the anime. Those looked great and all, but they weren't full on anime. They were just shorts, if anything, right? So it's cool that we're getting a full anime based on Sin and Unika. Unika gets her own anime, and I think that's also cool as well. But that's it. Outside of her new theme, which the whole music ties to Unika is going to be so interesting because obviously she's going to get her own theme. We don't know who's going to sing it. I don't know who's going to sing it. Naoki's obviously going to be the main choice, but Aisha could jump into. They could be a duet. I don't know. That'd be cool. There's also the possibility of her getting a versus theme with Sin. That sounds awesome. I want more versus theme in Guilty Gear Strive. Why in the hell that we not have more versus themes, right? Like, it's so crazy. Like, we have one with Sin versus Kai, right? And I feel like this is Kai's, like, this is like Daisuke's way of passing off the torch from Kai to Sin, right? And I think that's a cool idea of having to have a versus theme as well, because they've had a versus theme back in Overture that was communication, and then that kind of carried over to XR, still the same thing. But it's cool to see that it got kind of a callback to communication by having them as a versus team as well. And I feel like Sin versus Unika will be super sick, because, dude, imagine a duet versus theme of Aisha representing Unika and Naoki representing Sin, and the two are just singing back at each other, back and forth, until like the song ends on a conclusion. That would be so cool, because it could be like Sin and Unika's version of like a Soul and Kai theme. Like, dude, I swear to God, that is the coolest idea I've just come up with, and I hope to God that happens. Like, Daisuke, please. That's free money right there, and free dopamine into my brain. That's just a free idea right there, easy. And we already know Daisuke loves to make music. He would not pass on an opportunity to make a Sin versus Unika theme. If he did, sad, but at least Unika's theme will probably sound cool enough. I have no doubt. Guilty Gear has had no misses so far. Hell, even Robokai's Holy Orders, as how shitty that sounds, it's still just Holy Orders. So, that kind of just clears up everything for itself. But I swear to God, dude, please, just give him a versus thing, dude. It's right there. It's right there. You guys can't have the anime constantly show these two clashing blades and screaming at each other and fighting and not have a versus theme in the game when she comes out. Please, man, please.